It's time for the featured artist of the week.
Oh yeah.
Just like that.
This is Des Mac.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Des Mac. You tuned
We
in.
stay
Youngstown,
true.
Ohio, we in the building. Bay Area, we in the building.
You can stream it on all your listening platforms. Go run the numbers up. Support this brother. He the baddest one out right now.
Hey, trying to make it work, and that's what hurt the most. In my city, everybody disappearing like they ghosts. Got Thailand headed to the west coast on a mission. My precision, it came from intuition. I know we gon' make a killing, we gon' make a difference. Get back to the children, ironic. I'm the same one who know who did them killings, know who robbed that building. Love and hate when I get a call from the prison. Top execs, now they know my name. No need to sign me, but like EA Sports, we in this game. I put it out and hope the people sing. Went from being scared to rapping on the radios, I do my thing. I'm just saying, if I can do it, you can do something too. Just make sure you see it with a clear eye view. Be grateful, be positive, and always be you. And never stick to they script, homie, always stay true. Stay true, give my all when I'm in the booth. Who said it was cool in school? Never follow rules, depression to make you a switch your moves. I'm in the sky next to clouds, man, I'm by the moons, hey. Stay true, give my all when I'm in the booth. Who said it was cool in school? Never follow rules, depression to make you a switch your moves. I'm in the sky next to clouds, man, I'm by the moons, hey. Live from the bay, I move different, I'm from out of state. Came up here, to fill up my plate. I find it funny how it all seemed to fall in place. I'm being blessed like I said my grace. Hey, they say
Oh yeah, that's my man Des Mac right there. With Stay True. He's a bad man. So, I am your host, Jay Christian, and I want to say something. I got something I want to say.
Welcome to the Cognac Room, an uninhibited drink-infused podcast about adulting and male and female interactions. Pull up a chair, pour up a glass, and let's discuss.
Oh yeah, what's up, fam?
Nothing much.
Hello.
Lyric is in the building.
Lyric is in the building. Welcome to the Cognac Room. I am your host, Jay Christian.
It's me, Petra.
And your girl Lyric.
We in here.
That's right.
And here comes the question of the day.
Question of the day.
What is it?
Oh, now I gotta look. Why do women despise it so much? And why does it turn women off so much when a man asks for a picture? Now listen,
What kind of picture?
it ain't a picture. Send me a picture for my contacts, a headshot. Just a regular picture, not...
Oh, so that's clarify, bro, because bro's out here asking for different stuff.
Because I had to
Yeah.
explain when we spoke about this before that, you know, dudes get happy real quick when they ask for a picture, and it go left big time, real fast.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of a safety thing, and just like, I get it when dudes be like, you know, I don't want one from your profile or whatever, but I don't know what make you special at this moment.
I don't even know you.
Exactly. So
So the thing is, if the pictures are there and the pictures are actually on your profile, we can still, if we're going to do some cruddy shit, we can still take a picture from your profile and do some fuck
Exactly.
shit. So I don't understand what the problem
but at
is.
least I know that if you take a picture from my profile and you do some cruddy shit and you try to make it seem like, nah, we was together, something like that, everybody seen that picture. That picture been on the profile. But if I send you a actual headshot of me today in my house, you're like, see, I was at her house. Nigga, no, you wasn't. Like, it's really, and you may not think like that because you may not be that type of guy, but dudes out there do crazy stuff. Literally do crazy stuff. And I don't want to take this into another direction, but like the narrative of, you know, why you looking so mean, girl, smile.
That drives me crazy.
Y'all don't understand how it's just not safe for us sometimes to smile. It's just not safe for us to be friendly with men sometimes. I know somebody who...
Nowadays, it's not safe not to.
Both.
So
Both.
you're damned if you do and you're damned if you
Both.
don't.
Somebody who yesterday was in the store and realized that somebody was, you know, talking very lewd on the phone,
Yeah.
aisles over or whatever.
Yeah.
Then realized that they were following them.
Okay.
They didn't have any groceries.
All right.
And they had been following this person the entire time through the store, which they had a buggy full of groceries. This person like walked up on them. They tried to like, say maybe I'm crazy. I'm gonna go this way and try to cut him off, and went to back up, and he was right there on their heels.
Wow. Oh shit.
Yeah, and to the point where they had to go to the register, and just act like they was bringing their stuff up. First of all, they called their spouse and was like, I just need you to be able to see this person just in case something happens to me, because
she took a picture?
No, she put them on FaceTime, and the guy went to walk up to her but didn't realize she was on FaceTime, turned his head so his face wouldn't be caught in the camera, and continued to walk on. Yes. And still stayed in the store, still was very close to every move that she made, to the point that she stopped shopping, went to the register, and had to tell them before they got to the end of her groceries, like, somebody is following me around this store, and blah, 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 blah. I had to get escorted to her car.
Whoa.
And everything. And this is why women can't be friendly sometimes. Like, it's not that we don't want to be friendly, but you may be okay. You may be a decent human being, but the next dude over may not be. And we don't know the difference between the two.
Gotcha.
And so that's the same when it comes to those pictures. You may be on the up and up, but I send you one, you on the up and up, don't work out, it's cool, no big thing. I do that to the next dude, he do something crazy. Even, you know how they can fuse your head onto other bodies and make it look like you out there doing shit. It's really a gamble. And so sometimes when a woman says no, you just got to respect that until maybe you get a little bit deeper in it, if that's the case, and then she feels comfortable.
I get that. But my thing is, especially in this cyber dating world where you're meeting people online, guys want a recent picture that they know is you today, because we want to know what you look like today. We're very much visual creatures. And because of that, we want to know that we getting what we signing up for. I don't want to see a picture of you 10, 20 years ago, which women complain about that a lot on dating with the men. They say that men show up and they don't look.
Google Duo me.
Okay, so FaceTime. So here's the thing: you rather video chat with a motherfucker than to send a picture? Like that's
when I hang up, that shit gone.
Right?
Yeah, not necessarily. Oh, if you
unless
on
you
certain
screenshot
apps.
it, But I hang up, that's gone.
Nah, man.
But that's what we're trying to say, that any of that is a gamble for a woman, and it's unsafe. So you really have to pick and choose.
I get it.
When you do it, it's not that every man ain't getting a picture. Because I'm telling you, if the right one asks you for a picture, you like, bitch, what you want? Body, midway, naked.
So it depends on how much you feeling to do. No matter how early it is?
Not for me. I have some general rules.
Yeah, you gotta have some.
I have some general rules. There's just things I will not do. I don't give my phone number out to people right away.
I get that.
Even though I have the ability to block you, I don't have to answer my phone and all that. I just don't want to deal with the headache.
Exactly.
And when you're dealing with online dating, cyber dating, and things of that nature, for me, it's a weeding out process. I was telling a girlfriend of mine the other day that, for every one decent guy I meet, I met 150 rejects over the phone.
There was rejects out there.
In that weeding process, it gives me some clarity.
Okay.
And then that determines how I move forward for those that make the cut.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. It's really, you got to be strategic.
You got to be very strategic in what you give out. Personal information, identifying information.
Exactly.
I heard some women go so far as to say, hey, you know what? Let's just meet. Let's do a meet and greet. So my thing was, I said was, that's more dangerous than any of that shit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Especially in today's society.
That's special ed mentality right there.
But a lot of women said that shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, sir.
So it didn't make a lot of sense. It did not make much sense to me. But hey, it is what it is.
What you trying to do, sis?
So now let's move forward in this podcast, in this episode. And before we go any further, it's time to pay some bills.
Pay it. Some Moss Essentials.
Moss Essentials. This episode is brought to you by Moss Essentials. This is a 1,000 milligram CBD oil. You put it under your tongue and you squeeze. You take a dropper, one full
30
dropper.
seconds. I think it's 30 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to relax you. It's going to deal with any pains and aches you got. And if you want to order this Moss Essentials, all you have to do is go to mossessentials@gmail.com, place an order, mention the Cognac Room podcast, and get yourself a 20% discount. All right. And so now it's time to rate the lyrics. Let's not rate the lyrics.
That's not right. No, it's the lyrical breakdown. Don't be
It's the
messing
lyrical
it up.
breakdown. Let's discuss the lyrics.
Rate the
Yes, we do. This is a classic one too.
So today's song, I'm gonna let you announce it.
So, if anybody knows anything about the Cognac Room, they know that we here at the Cognac Room rep NE for life. Every member.
Absolutely.
Johnny is our stepbrother, but the rest of them,
Johnny is, we can do without him if need be.
if we got to.
Yeah.
He, somebody gotta go. It's Johnny.
Be Johnny.
Yeah.
But we rep NE for life.
Yes.
All aspects, the breakdowns, the Ralph Tresman, Bobby, BBD, all Johnny Gill, all together.
All of it.
What is it? RBRM?
Yes.
Okay. So, but this classic joint that was a banger.
Yeah.
Still is a banger when it come on. Never really thought about it. But my favorite New Edition member, Mr. Ronnie DeVoe, he hit us with some lyrics that made me say, they really made me, go, whoa. We sung that, we authorized that, we let that go.
Right.
And it definitely wouldn't fly today. But no, it wouldn't fly today.
Wouldn't
but you
fly.
can't hurt a classic.
The way they canceling motherfuckers.
What? So
Shit.
Ronnie says, in the Do Me Baby, he says, wait a minute, let me make sure I got it right. He says,
Let's see. Backstage. Underage. Adolescent.
Ooh.
How you doing? Fine. She replied, I sighed.
Hey, slow it down. They might say we singing too much. But first of all, red light. Did that dude say adolescent? He was at least 28 or so
Oh, Lord.
when he was singing this.
Oh, Lord.
They was not adolescents.
They were not.
And him okay in the adolescent, that's backstage.
Backstage.
Let's continue. What is it?
Backstage, underage, adolescent. How you doing? Fine, she replied. I sighed.
I like to do the wild thing. Never thought about it, did you?
You like to do the wild thing with an adolescent? Then he goes on to say, action took place.
Hey.
Ooh.
He hit it.
Kind of wet. Don't
He
forget.
hit it. Kind of wet. Don't forget. The J. Whoa, wait a minute. The J. Okay, the I, the M, the M, the Y.
Y'all.
I need a body bag. So he's at least he's going to.
You don't want to get the baby pregnant.
Let's not.
We don't want to get the little baby pregnant.
Let's not leave it.
So much wrong with that
So
shit.
much wrong with it. And let's further what's wrong
we
with
jammed
it.
to
Because
that
we
shit.
love it. I still do. I'm still going to sing it. The lyrics weren't even written by Mr. DeVoe, so we can't, get on him but so much. But another one of our all-time favorites, Busta Rhymes wrote the lyrics.
Oh, shit.
To this lyrical breakdown moment.
Yes.
And we're not going to get on him either, but whatever. They said it went with the beat. That's all we going to say, because we know that these brothers ain't into nothing crazy or whatever. But it's just the stuff we let fly and the stuff we don't even pay attention to.
I think we heard it and it was just,
didn't care.
it is what it is. But here's what I'll say. At the time, I don't know how old these guys were,
They were older.
but they were presenting themselves as younger.
Because the industry didn't want us to know how old they were.
Right. So they presented themselves as being younger.
Yes.
And because of that, they actually put that out like that. But my thing was, if we think you young, you can be thought to be young, and you ain't got to say all that adolescent, da-da-da. But then we go on forward. We move a little forward. He says, the time was 6 o'clock on the Swatch watch. No time to chill. Got a date. Can't be late. Hey.
But this is Mike.
Yeah, but if we still on that, the girl
Girls gonna do me.
is gonna do me. Damn.
Hope it wasn't the same adolescent.
Right?
All we can do is hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a banger though. Like
It's a banger.
It's crazy how we don't pay attention to what we're singing, and what our kids are singing or whatever.
But I think I do more now than I did then.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Because
that's how we're catching all the shit.
I realized this. I'm listening the other day and I was like, yo, this is my song, whatever. And I was like, adolescent. Okay, this is the new lyrical breakdown.
damn
Like,
minute.
this is going to be the one because, But what we aren't gonna do, we ain't nobody trying to cancel nobody. Please believe
Right.
that we ain't trying to cancel.
We're not canceling
Belle
them.
Biv DeVoe. This
It was
is still
nothing
a
like that.
banger.
We're not canceling Busta Rhymes.
We ain't about
Not
to
at
not
all.
listen to
None
them
of
or
that.
nothing like that. Their actions show that that's not who they are in life. So these things don't matter. But it's just how songs are written, and we really don't. We don't pay attention, or we pay attention and we like that's a banger.
As
And
a poet,
we glaze over.
as a poet, speak on it.
sometimes it's just wordplay.
Yeah,
That's true.
It was easier to put these words together
Yeah.
lyrically
yes, yes.
than to say
21 and up. Action took place.
Hey.
Just don't have the same,
It does
je ne
not.
sais quoi to it.
It does
so.
not.
It just really
yeah.
depends, but
Yeah.
it was still kind of fucked up though.
It was.
It's fucked up.
It
like
was
a
fucked
mug.
up.
But
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna sing it to the top of my lungs when it come on.
Listen.
Can't wait, my little red man.
That's right.
Hear this. Wait a minute.
But yeah, that's our lyrical breakdown.
That's our lyrical breakdown for the day. And now it is time
For the
to
shit.
receive the offering now.
Pastor Jason,
Church.
Tabernacle.
That's wild.
That's for Auntie Riri.
Exactly. What's up, Riri? Shout out.
She always waiting to say tabernacle.
So today's topic is this, man. What makes for a memorable sexual experience? Basically, what I'm asking is, what are the most memorable sexual experiences that you've had and why? And then we'll go into what actually makes for a memorable sexual experience. I've had some memorable ones that weren't rooted in goodness. And
They ain't all about the premium bus. They about the it's a bus. I get it. You know what? I'm just so happy to be here, y'all, in the middle of these two because I know I'm about to hear some juicy stuff.
Oh man, it's getting
I'm
ready to
just
get
saying.
good up in
What?
here.
I ain't got.
I'm just saying.
I was getting ready to say I ain't got no juice, but
The lies.
it's the juice.
She is the juice.
the
You
juice.
hear that, people? She is the juice.
Is the juice.
That's right.
So yeah, I'm starting with you ladies.
Oh,
Ooh. Let me start by saying y'all know I'm high, right?
Hey!
hey,
Disclaimer.
It's the cognac room.
It's the cognac room.
Everything
Cognac
goes
room.
in the cognac room.
Yeah.
Except the crackalack.
Except the what?
Crackalack.
No, none of that.
That's right.
None of that.
None of that.
None of that.
But we gonna go. Let's hit them lyrics. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. We missed you. You gotta start.
You gotta start it off.
You gotta
Okay,
start. The people
so-
been wanting you in the cognac room. They miss you.
All right.
I'm surprised she still got a job. Go ahead.
Listen.
gotta work all the time.
I know. I have my attendance is suffering.
You know you're a good employee when we like, ain't nobody sitting in her seat though.
No, ain't nobody had
And I
that seat.
appreciate that. I
That's
really
right. It's
appreciate
all
that.
love.
And I appreciate all the hard work that you guys do when I'm out here working for the man. But
We make sure to keep you relevant.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I love you guys.
We love you
Love
back.
you
But
back.
the most memorable
Here we
One of the
go.
most
one of the
memorable-
most that stands out to me. So y'all know I always got a story, right?
Like the here it comes.
Like to hear it. So I hired this guy to train me to be a personal trainer. I was living in Detroit,
Oh.
and he was a mixed martial arts. He was all into that kind of stuff, and the nigga body looked like it was just had been chiseled out the side of a mountain straight by God.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, I'm a dude, and I'm like, wow. Okay.
was-
When
You
I
was being
woo,
blessed.
listen, so I was he was my trainer. He was training me, so it was cool. Well, so I told y'all he looked like he had been chiseled out the side of a mountain, right? But he had really distinct features, and he was a rather dark, sexy chocolate brother. He was dark skinned, and but he had some really distinct features. So one day, so the relationship turned physical.
The training turned physical.
The training turned physical. It got physical.
Training day turned to
You
training
think?
night.
Training in the middle of the day at the park, but we ain't gonna tell nobody. So listen, one night we were in the act, and y'all, it was probably at that point he would have been listed in my top 5.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I was like, okay. And we were in the midst, and I told y'all he was dark skinned, had real distinct features. Y'all, I open my eyes and I look up and all I see is the damn devil.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Fucked me up.
whoa.
You was high?
No, at that point I wasn't even. I didn't know nothing. I wasn't even smoking weed.
Wow.
But when I opened my eyes, he looked literally like the devil, scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, whoo.
So when you say he looked like the devil, like help us understand that.
Like just like the things we have in our head,
Of
like
what
the
the
the red pointy ears,
but
but
the chisel
that chisel features and
had a little chin hair.
yeah, he was real. His features were so intricate and pronounced.
Yeah.
Yes. That and it was nighttime and it's dark and we say by the light of the moon, girl, by the light of the moon scared the fuck out of me. I said, "Oh, Jesus, Jesus, come see about me. Come
You
see
ever
about
dance
me."
with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Listen,
That's right.
it was really that's what it was, but it scared me to the point where like I
You couldn't deal with him anymore.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
and it was good. And I think that was the part that really scared me, is that it was something that I could have definitely continued
it was
without.
good.
Devilish dick.
Yeah, definitely devil dick. And he looked like the devil in the midst of, and I was like, "Oh no, I cannot be." It's one thing to say they sleep with it. You fucking the enemy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be able to
Fucking the
do it.
enemy still ain't sleeping with the devil. That's
You're right. Sleeping with the devil.
But glass and let's discuss.
Yeah.
Because he's capable of all things. The enemy might only have one good
It was all
skill.
really weird. He even had a crazy name. Like, his name was Raven. So you think about the bird, the Raven.
Yeah.
I was
Too
like,
much.
God damn.
Too much.
And
was
so
the
to
movie,
see that,
the
Crow.
Raven, Crow.
Was it Crow? No.
Yeah, or
With
the
all
Raven, or whatever.
It
That
might
shit
have been
was gothic and demonic.
Yeah.
Either way. Yeah.
and so
Damn.
your name Raven. Sweet Jesus.
You're
As
doing
I'm
too
sitting here
much.
thinking and I think about the name, I'm
Is
just
he
gonna leave it alone.
still
I think
around?
he might
Have you
been
seen
the
him?
devil.
Heard
Hell
from him?
no,
Are
he
you friends
is in
on
the
any
fi-
socials?
I think he might be my friend on Facebook. I'm gonna look him up.
shit.
But even
Might
I
not
can't
be.
say his name, can I?
No,
if
you
I tell
shouldn't.
y'all that man's name, I really think I think I fucked the devil.
Lucifer got
Well,
you.
maybe, hopefully, he just had a look. And that he wasn't out there doing no devilish things
Right?
to people.
Oh, girl.
You said rape.
No,
I
no,
said,
she did not.
I did not
No,
say
she did not.
rape.
Okay.
I did
Hey,
not say
hey,
that.
all
Put
right.
that on nobody.
Ain't
But
probably
so
ain't
yeah,
trying to
that
put
was
on
that
nobody.
was one of the most memorable because it scared the hell out of me to the degree I was like, "Yep, I'm through with you, bruh."
Yeah.
See, and
I
that's
can
a
definitely understand
that's
that one.
a negativo.
Yeah.
Not even a V or a B, a negativo. All right, what about you, Miss Petra?
You gonna have to come back to me. I gotta think.
All right, so here I'm gonna tell one of my
What the
most.
hell?
I'm gonna tell one
I
of my
gotta
most.
think about what's
memorable.
legal. Is
Oh shit!
yeah.
I'm gonna tell about one of my most memorable sexual experiences. I was a teenager, and I'm gonna start with a good one, a positive, like
A positive
pleasurable.
Well, yeah.
So pleasant. That's the word. So
Pleasurable was
Pleasurable was the word.
pleasurable and pleasant. So there was a young lady that I had started sleeping with. This is in high school, and I will remember this as long as I live, man. We were walking through a path going to. She had come to visit me, and I was walking her back home, and we cut through a path. And this was like a few years after Hurricane Hugo had hit. Probably a good 5 to 10 years later.
Trees is still
Trees still laying down or whatever. So we ended up getting busy. Like there was a tree that was like slanted over another tree, and it was like a perfect plank. And so, the leverage, like the angle, everything was good. So, I got her on there and we were getting it in. And it started to rain. Oh my God.
So
you talk about some
exit
erotic
wood
shit.
in the rain.
What? That shit was erotic as a motherfucker.
You
man.
was out there singing SWV. We ain't gonna say the other rain song, but
Listen,
we not gonna say the other one. But yeah,
that shit, and it ain't, can you stand it?
no, rain down on me is SWV.
Right.
Yeah, that's
but
the good
no,
one.
it was a very memorable and erotic interaction for me. And that's one that has stood out in my mind. I have not forgotten that. And that's been probably, I may have been 17, about 17 years old, I think, when that took place.
This nigga was 17 and fucking in the
And
rain.
already,
In the woods.
that lets you know the path of his life. Why the
What's
whole
gonna be? Because you was off the
you
chain
can't
at
go down from there.
17.
How do you go down from there?
Yeah, it's got,
So,
yeah,
the hold'em was
It was in him.
You can't give me, what y'all say, vanilla?
Vanilla.
Don't bring me no vanilla.
Yeah.
So, Miss Petra, it's on you.
Well, I feel like they've given you trauma, pleasure. I'm gonna give you a little funny.
Okay.
So, one point, I was dating this guy, and we were in the room in the act, and in the beginning, there was nobody else in the home, and the door was locked because got some little people, and one of the little people came running to the door like, hey, let me in, whatever. No, not right now. But we didn't really answer. And they heard, being the little person that they were, they decided to get on the floor and kind of look under the bottom of the door and just stand there to listen.
Shit. Kids.
Then initially started screaming and saying, come here, he hurting her. They don't know what they doing they're fighting or something. He hurting her. Her bitch hurt. And so, an adult in the home that was still a child of mine had to grab the little one and say, get your behind over here. Like, come on. This is fine. Like, just come here. Like, stop. Don't go back there. And
that is hilarious.
It caused the interruption because the laughter ensued.
Welcome to the Cognac Room.
Very fast. It was hilarious. Wow. I couldn't look that child in the face for a little bit because it was like, why you got to be like that?
I think that we all have had those walk-in moments.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My friend has a son. The time he was like 4 or 5, and he would come over and spend the night, and I would always tell him, I'm gonna go home, because it's
y'all time.
Y'all time. And so once he got settled in his new place or whatever, and he got a 2-bedroom, and when the son would come over, and I'd say, I'm just gonna go home. He was like, no, you can stay. Not used to this baby being there on a regular basis.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when the child is there, normally he's in the room with the father. And we are in the act. I open my eyes and see this little person standing at the foot of the bed.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, I'm calling this.
Why they always in our business?
Oh, my God.
Get these kids.
And y'all, he is in it. And I'm like,
God.
hey.
Like, this is
I
not
said,
pleasure.
your son is at
On fire tonight.
Why they be in our business? They catch you every time. Every time.
Yeah.
Damn.
Lock doors.
It don't even matter if the
I
door's
don't even want to
locked.
stay here if your kids here. Just go.
Yeah,
They
'cause
act up.
looking under
Yeah.
the door.
Looking under the door. Looking under the door. Gets on
Kids.
gets on the angle because of the way the bed.
does that?
Yeah, the way the bedroom was set up, like the bed was in the corner, so she got under the corner to the far side of the door, so that way if she could see this way. So
she was able to see some
she was able to
gyration
see,
and movements
like
and
the
shit?
bed or the feet or something, and then just took it to the left. Oh my God! Oh my God! Help! Banging on the door, scream, running through the house. Somebody! It's like no, ma'am. No,
Wow.
Oh, baby.
Please stop.
Damn.
Please stop.
And traumatize that baby.
Traumatize me. Traumatize me. Forget the baby. Like, come on. Why you gotta be like that?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
and
crazy.
then in those situations, sometimes it can make the other person, like it could have made you uneasy to the point where you like, yeah, I ain't
Can't
not
finish.
doing this.
Yeah, we done.
Yeah. If
If
it's
he's here, I'm
done
going home.
or the kids.
Yeah, if he's here, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, we
and
done
make
for
the
the day.
person, be like, nah, I don't always hit you with the who at the house. Who there?
Who
How
there?
many?
How many?
How many people gonna be
How
there?
many children gonna be there?
I don't got time. I ain't eat their fruit snacks. Why they bother me?
Yeah.
So that was memorable because it was funny as hell.
That's a hard one.
It was funny.
That's a
super
hard
funny. But
so here's
this one wasn't my story though. So
no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I know about a friend who had moved on and from one relationship.
She said moved on. I was.
I thought she had transitioned.
Me too. Moved on from one relationship to the next, right?
No longer with us. Okay, good.
What an
No longer
experience.
And the new person and her were I don't know whether they were getting it in or whatever, but they were on the bed. And then they realized somebody was behind the headboard.
Hey!
Now the person that they had
shit.
moved on from had snuck in and got behind the bed, behind the headboard.
Wow. Yeah, that's some memorable shit.
What? Not only are you in the house, nigga, what are you doing behind the headboard?
What kind of bed did she have that hit a whole person?
A sleigh, because a sleigh will push it out from the wall.
Yeah.
So you got enough room if you the right size to slide on back there.
Tiny Tim was in the motherfucking cut.
Ninja. Like, what is you doing
He
back
got
there?
shot.
Damn. So did he come out? Did he pop out on? Hey, what the fuck going on?
Yeah, I believe it was a pop out. I believe it was some verbal altercations and some put outs.
Wow.
But just to think, I can't even imagine somebody being
in my
behind
space.
my bed, like whatever. Like,
That's
I'm
crazy.
paranoid forever.
But that's us dudes, man. We be wanting to catch a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Lord, I
So you can't lie. When we catch you, you can't lie.
that's the
But
same
the
way we feel
motherfuckers still
about
try to
y'all.
lie though. But yeah, women aren't usually trying to catch a motherfucker in the act. But hey,
I don't know what you talking about.
Maybe I'm okay.
Because that solidifies my walk off. These shoes are made for walking. That's just what they'll do when I know. Like, you can't even
It ain't
spin the
hearsay?
story. You can't spin the story.
Nah, you can't
Catch it.
spin that story.
Yeah.
You can't spin that
Yeah.
story. God damn.
She had a fire in her vagina. I was trying to put it out. Community service. No, sir. No, sir.
Community service. So, all right. But so the question
It's not a question.
it poses in my mind
Oh, okay.
is what actually makes for a memorable sexual experience. We're not talking about traumatizing experiences because we know why that's going to be memorable. It's like, I thought I was going to die, or, I was afraid that, the kid saw something or whatever, like, because I've had those moments where you just want the floor to open up and swallow you. Like, I don't want to be
That
here.
part.
Yes. Yes.
But, what makes for a memorable sexual experience in you all's opinion, like, when you think about some of them that were the best ones, or that you just this particular one or two that you just can't get out your mind. You know what I'm saying? You just can't get out your mind. Because here's the thing. We have to understand, like, I know that some of us may or may not have people we're involved with. And, they probably wouldn't want to hear about it or whatever. But at the end of the day, we are human beings. We were with
We've had
people
stories
before we were
yeah,
with our
exactly.
people.
Right.
Some of us, wow. But, or in between or whatever. But
Wait,
Jay,
huh?
Jay is speaking for Jay.
but it happens. I'm just saying.
We've heard his colorful past. We
heard
all
my
know.
colorful past.
It's colorful.
It's colorful.
It's colorful.
But yeah, so what
the Rainbow
would you all say? What would you all say makes for a memorable sexual experience? Like what components? And you can give example if you want to, or because me, I illustrate my points with examples. You know what I mean? But yeah,
I feel like and this is just me. I'm really into the foreplay of it. And the touching and the stuff that gets you there before you get there, that makes you want to like explode when you get there. I feel like we tend to, I ain't gonna say we as women, I'm gonna say mainly men, tend to just say it's hard. You ready?
Oh hell yeah,
And
we ready when we get there.
Exactly.
Shit.
And I heard a
Drop
saying
trap.
from another podcast. What was it? The South, what is it? 45
85 South?
85 South.
Yeah.
They did an episode with a young lady, and she was on there explaining how some men ain't never had well done pussy. because they go so fast.
I remember that episode.
To get to it, that they don't even get the full experience of the woman because they don't let her get completely engulfed.
She said take 15 to 45 minutes.
And then I
posed for it to get done.
Yeah, and I posed the question to some men, and they were like, "I don't think I've ever had well done pussy."
I ain't. Listen, that shit was rare.
And I thought that was weird. I was like, wow, like you ain't never, just kept it going. So like.
Yeah, that's why I'm crazy about them right now.
Yeah, about to lose their mind. They absolutely. Yeah. That's why bitches will come after you.
Yeah,
because you get it well done before you.
No, the well done is just
the entire experience.
Yes, it's just it's everything.
It's every component. It's for me. When you hit every component, when you have the intimacy.
Yes.
And then it's a perfect blend of rough
but
and
romance.
Yeah, it's when
rough
you get
romance.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just
I'm taking notes over here. I'm taking notes.
When you get there, when you get it, and I promise you, that kind of thing is very different.
Okay, so foreplay, rough and romance, all this stuff. But let's say, for example, so every guy that has done foreplay hadn't made it a memorable experience. There's some that you probably, what's this distinguishing factor?
When you hit all those
components,
when you do them all, like not
with ease,
like not your person. When everything lines up perfectly. And you getting, I know where I was at. I was saying, not the person who goes, I can give you 3 kisses, 2 titty twists, and rub your butt, and
predictable.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you really are just, I'm doing what I gotta do to get where I gotta go, and that's why sometimes it doesn't get you what you want. You're like, you know what? Well, I kind of was reading a book. It only took you 2 minutes before you started to, So sometimes it's not that they don't want to. The body is not responding because you haven't done enough.
True.
So, a lot of times I think fellas are always like, she don't want, she's not into it. Well, you ain't really give me enough time to get into it. Like you might have been thinking about it for a little bit. You already coming over here hard. I was watching this movie and I was into it.
Yeah.
And then you come like, come on. It's like, okay. Like, but then you can't wonder why she's not giving you exactly what you want.
Need,
or what you need.
Yeah.
To make it the experience that you want. It's not that she may not want to, but that's why it's, you have less memorable and just have a lot of.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So.
Okay. So I think for me, one of the things that makes an experience like that stand out is definitely desire and passion, because desire and passion will have you doing shit that you wouldn't normally do.
Tabernacle.
And
twice.
Exactly. And but see, like it's a wave. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to ride that wave.
Yeah.
And I believe that what you said rings true. You have to create the moment. The moment needs to be created. And it needs to be what's the word I'm looking for? The moment needs to be created.
Nurtured.
And it needs to be, built up on.
Yeah.
So one of the things I will agree with you, foreplay probably does play a big part. For men, foreplay is a little different for us. Now, don't get me wrong. Neck kisses, fellatio, things of this nature, they work and they get the job done. They get a man there. But foreplay has, in my opinion, has started for us way before we even get in the bedroom.
I think that's with us as well.
Yeah, when you show up in those heels and in that skirt, and then you got the girls out a little bit, that sort of thing. We already like, can't wait to goddamn get that motherfucker grabbed down.
And more than likely, that look was meant for you to get that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's kind of like, okay, I'm doing this part for you, but this outfit don't automatically make me wet.
Right.
Right.
This is
right.
the starter.
But maybe his blazer and his his get up.
Got you too.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe the salt and pepper, if he's fortunate enough to have old salt and pepper. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his physique, maybe
all of
his
that.
charm. You know what I'm saying?
That.
Maybe,
but with
you know, because some niggas fuck you before they fuck you.
We fuck you before we fuck you too. I don't know why men think
We always fuck y'all.
Men don't think, because I saw a lot of places that the question was posed: do women get with that girl and be like, "I'll fuck the shit out of him"? Hell yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have those conversations. Do you not?
Girl.
Oh, because I was about to say, I
Say
know we
listening,
done.
because you know me.
Okay, I was
Come here,
about to
boy.
say, are we keeping secrets? Okay, because I know that there, have been times when, you just look at somebody, you like, when is the day going to be over so we can get to the night?
Mm-hmm.
But even with that said, I need you to give me something along the way. Like, if we together during the day and you feel like I'm looking good, show me that you feel like I'm looking good.
So that's what we mean when we say it starts well before the act. It starts for us in those little things, because it's not just physical for us. I think that even though don't get me wrong,
because we need the physical.
We do need the physical.
We waiting for the end too.
Listen, yes. But it's a little more mental for us than it is for men. I think men, it's all physical. If you are hitting all of those physical spots and things in him, then it's just going to send him over the top. Whereas for us, before it even gets to the physical, sometimes it's the mental.
Yeah.
And where we are with that person mentally, that takes the physical to the place of like, bada bang.
Exactly.
Ain't no vanilla over here, brother.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's the whole thing. I feel like, so we all agree, even me as a man, one of the primary components to
a great
sexual experience is what happens before you get in the bed.
Before. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I know a lot of brothers don't want to hear that.
But it's the truth.
But it's the truth, because I'm going to tell you, and I've said this.
You ain't going to never go back to it.
Never.
Well done.
I don't even know if I've had some well done pussy, but it was by accident, I think. You know what I'm saying?
You had to do the work by accident. And
Forrest Gump. I was on some Forrest Gump shit. I was just at the right place at the right time.
That happened.
By no admission of my own, by no act of my own. You just,
And it's like, we're not saying that.
What they call it, dumb luck?
Yes.
Yeah,
we all need to fall upon some dumb luck sometime. And especially if dumb luck give you a good nut.
Hey.
Why not?
Exactly.
Why not? We going to celebrate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I remember, like one of the most memorable from my past is like my husband went out with his friends or whatever like that. He came home beyond drunk. Beyond drunk.
You going where I was about to go. Go ahead.
But I don't know what happened on the ride home and what his thoughts were. But when he got there, he acted out all of the thoughts.
All of the thoughts.
And woke me up to act out all of the thoughts. And let me tell you how. Sometimes you just have to go back and just, like, I'm going to sit here and sit in this memory for a minute, because it was, like, phenomenal. Now, what was crazy was the next day, he fell into, like, a diabetic coma.
God damn.
You
got that.
Not a diabetic coma, but he fell,
and that's not a funny thing, but
he fell into the thing where his sugar,
you got that motherfucker.
It was so high.
It killed him.
Right? Because I was out. Was what you say you need? Wasn't no talking though. It was just like, it was one of those things where it was like, I got where you going, you got where I'm going, and we going there.
I understand.
And then the next day, like, I wake up and I'm like, like trying to talk to him, whatever, and I'm like, oh shit.
Like, fuck this man into a coma?
Right.
God damn.
Oh, shit, he done killed himself because he came in on it. But
no.
I had to, like, put clothes on him, like, put some boxes on him and whatever, like, wasting time.
So
that he
could call the people.
So I could call the ambulance. He woke up cussing when they finally got him to come out.
Hear this. Wait a minute.
And I'm like, nigga, you brought this on yourself.
You brought this on yourself.
But
that's dope.
I don't.
That's funny.
When I hear
it's not
Yingling, it was funny.
It was funny now.
It's
funny now.
Yeah, when I hear of Yingling, That's what I think about. I'll be like, let your nigga drink some Yingling. You have a good night.
Not necessarily.
Good night. Well, I don't have any bad experience with Yingling.
Okay, I
so
got it.
What the hell? Never mind.
beer.
It's a beer, and
It's a lager, an American lager.
And Yingling did him right.
We need a Yingling sponsorship for this one.
Oh,
Go
my
ahead.
bad. My bad.
Go ahead.
My bad. But this is one of my favorites memories. Let me stop. I'm clutching the pearls over here like, woo. But yeah.
So you think that it was, and that's true, because sometimes we as men can take ourselves there.
Yeah.
Mentally. Just by the things that we...
That's definitely what happened.
And I'm going to be honest with you, man. Y'all might not want to hear this, but a long night at a strip club can get you all some of your best love.
I want you to go and have a ball.
That
Right.
has happened too. I have a
Go and have a ball.
Yeah. Got a
that
story
mean
about
when
it.
Less work I got to do when you get there.
That's true. What they say, it don't matter where you get your appetite, just as long as you eat at home.
You eat at home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That is a fact, ladies. I don't subscribe to the your man can't go to the strip club or he can't go out with his boys.
No, I want him to go.
You need him to go because then he want to come home to you. And when
don't fuck
unless
Mercedes.
your home ain't right. But most of the time,
If you don't fuck passion.
first of all, I think
Then I
most
ain't got
men
nothing
got
to do
common
with this.
sense.
That ain't got nothing to do with strip club. If you chose to,
You gonna do, and that's what I try to tell people. If you're that nigga,
Then that's what you're gonna do.
you're gonna be that nigga whether
Yeah.
you in the graveyard,
That's
the
right.
shipyard, the strip yard.
Yes, exactly. But a dude
Yeah.
who's going there and they going there just to be there or whatever, enjoy the view and whatever, and
Yeah.
like they start sending you texts like, I'm gonna tear that ass up when you get home. You
Mm-hmm.
like, yes, Becky, thank you for all you do for the community.
Appreciate you.
Yes, I appreciate your hard
Peaches.
work. Exactly. So, them things can get you some of your best nights.
That's real shit.
Best nights.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you from a man's perspective, like, and I know a lot of men won't necessarily agree with this because, I know a lot of guys who, they don't give a damn. You got a hole, let me feel it, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't give a shit. You can have that fucking bonnet on. You ain't got to you can smell like mop water. It don't fucking matter. I know some niggas. I'm telling you now, I know some dudes they just happy
He
to
said
get
mop
in.
water.
Mop water.
He said mop water.
Yeah. Sour peaches, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Sour, you can smell like hooch. But no, one thing I will say.
What, like a cat on the sandwich. What? Girl,
You got to go check
you
out
gotta check out that episode. When it
the
comes
open
out.
relationships episode.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Coming
that one,
soon.
yeah. That's on YouTube right now. So by the time this airs, you can definitely go check
that's on
it out.
YouTube already?
No, it's not.
No,
I
it's
lied.
not. It's not ready.
You're right. It ain't ready yet.
It ain't cooked yet.
It ain't cooked yet. That's what I was gonna say.
But
It
it's
still
almost
got a
cooked.
little more rubbing and
Yeah.
touching to do on
Yeah.
it. Got to
Yeah.
put your hands on it.
That's right.
Somewhat. But no. So what I say is this: in all truth and honesty, I believe that I know that there are men that really don't give a shit. You got a hole, and you got some cheeks, and I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times, the non-sexual contact excites a man as well. Walk by him in your skivvies sometimes.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Say sweet things. Call him, daddy. Say she don't like daddy. Okay.
Excuse me.
Tell him, man, you a sexy ass.
I got you there
motherfucker,"
all
whatever.
day.
You know what I'm saying? Those things work for men too.
They do. I got
Absolutely.
you there all
And
day.
they build that shit. You know what I'm saying? When he come home with that fresh cut, acknowledge that shit because Quita did. Quita was in the grocery store looking at him.
When you get a fresh cut, if you come straight home, you probably
Probably finna get some.
probably
Probably
get
get ready
that.
to get some. You
You
know
could
what I'm saying?
probably
Like,
get
let a motherfucker know. But then, there are other things. There are other elements like, and I know y'all don't like this because it sounds like gender roles and servitude, but at the end of the day, cook that man a nice meal. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that the home is nice and presentable and it smells like for me, that's a fucking aphrodisiac. That gets me in the mood. Like I come through like, damn, everything straight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to do shit.
fuss or nothing
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
I'm a goddamn take a shower. If You get out the shower and she you smoke cigars. She got you your favorite stogie set up. She got your fucking drink over there.
Sound like
know
you
what I'm saying?
recently had a good time. This sound like good memory.
No, I'm just saying. I'm a guy. I'm a guy that's into cigars and yak.
Yeah.
So, things like that. No drama. We ain't got to riff about shit. We ain't got to beef about shit. We happy. Put on the show y'all like to watch. This is how Netflix and chill is supposed to really go.
Yeah,
Right.
because it's intimate. Like especially if you
light some fucking candles. You know what I'm saying? Put the red
really
light on.
spending the time together. You interacting with the television show. You touching, you rubbing,
That's
but you
what
ain't
I'm saying.
in it yet.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
That's the foreplay.
Give him a back rub. Put that cat on his back while you rubbing his back.
But you know what?
I'm
That
saying?
back
On the small,
rub.
You know how you do that?
That back rub. It's one sided as a motherfucker because we get a back rub that lead to a booty rub. Take 3 minutes and like.
Yeah.
Come on.
Because we get excited, and when we excited, especially when you reach a certain age, you be like, get it while it's right, because this motherfucker ain't gonna last long. My blood ain't gonna goddamn.
Nope, I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
My blood ain't gonna stay in this one place but so long.
Wow.
Nah. But that's some men's reality.
That is a true.
At a certain stage in life.
Yeah, like that's real. We the cool kids of podcasting, but we ain't kids.
We ain't kids at all.
So yeah.
But I don't even.
I don't know, sir. I wasn't saying that. I was just saying like the realities of growing older.
But no, in real life,
things happen.
In real life. But I'm gonna tell you. So once you get past the preliminary stages, there are a lot of other things that come into play in making this shit all come together and make a perfect gumbo. Because I think that men and women alike tend sometimes to forget that the 5 senses come into play in such a major way. Yep. So that means what I see, what I hear, what I smell, what I feel, and what I taste. Because I be damn if your pussy tastes like lemon heads.
Some people like lemon heads.
So, okay, let me not say lemon heads.
Because some people like
ammonia.
Okay, that's different.
Shit.
That's different.
Don't play with
ammonia.
me. Don't play with me. I'm goddamn, listen. So if it tastes like ammonia, it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? But then
it's harder to.
So you have to have
because we can't.
You have to have the 5 fingers of death.
We're not dealing with that.
So you had the 5 fingers of death, and it damn near killed him. You feel me? So it came home, and all points were covered. Had a great time. Blood sugar did what it did. You know,
he wasn't mad though. He was good.
It was like shit. If I had left this one,
I'd have left happy.
He would have went happy. I would have been sadder than a motherfucker though. Like at that
damn,
moment,
ain't
like,
no more of that.
Right there,
can't lose that. Not now.
And being
God, he just figured it out.
Nah.
No, I'm just saying, like, some people.
But yeah. He had it figured out from day 2.
No, that's a good thing.
Like I will definitely say I was very lucky in that department. I have said it before, and I'm sorry to keep talking about it, but when it was a good thing. You okay? Don't die. Don't choke it up.
Come on, bro.
Somebody
raise your arms up.
The thing is, you
need to move.
You want to leave a legacy. Sometimes you ain't got millions. But if you put it down, I'm gonna speak highly on your name.
As you should. Because and that's another thing too. Some men approach a situation thinking like this. There were many before me.
But there will be none after.
Or
not the same.
Or there were many before me. There may be many after, but I'm gonna make my mark.
That's right.
Yeah.
X marks the spot. So determination comes into play, because I'm gonna tell you this: nobody likes a lazy motherfucker in the bed.
No,
I'm a lazy motherfucker in the bed. but not all the time. But yes, there are those moments. There are those times when I'm like, you know what? Listen, sing me a tune, open the pearly gates, let my black ass go to sleep. I'm tired. He say he tired, bro.
Sometimes you need that good nut no dose. It's like it's gonna put you out. It's melatonin in that.
But so being lazy, what being lazy does is it deprives your partner, your partner, and it deprives yourself because, like you said, like she said, like they said, it's not well done. It's not ready yet.
You're not getting her full experience. Now, it's not to be said that quickies are
Can't be
a
good.
bad thing because they can be phenomenal. It's not to be said that.
But a quickie is only good in reality. So here's the thing: a quickie could be amazing for a dude because in his head he's riled himself up. The woman may not be that excited, and it may
Sometimes.
be blah for her in some instances, and it might be the dopest shit ever for you. But the thing is, if you've been doing the bare necessities, the preliminary shit, having good phone conversations, ain't no beef, ain't no drama, ain't no stress.
Yeah.
Now when you get in and you don't have a lot of time because you gotta go, I was a guy who worked 2 jobs at one point in my life. So, it's like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Get it when you can.
I got 3 hours, goddamn it. So boom. So prime the pump, prepare the shit. Then when you get there, you might do some hugging, touching, rubbing, kissing. You know what I'm saying?
But it's just not gonna be long.
No, it's not gonna be long because I ain't got long.
Fine.
So
Yeah,
in my mind, I got one agenda. I'm chasing that first hit, so to speak.
Chasing the dragon. Yeah.
I'm chasing the dragon. All I want, 10 pumps and a kiss. That's
special
it.
kind of food.
Beyond special.
10 pumps and a kiss, and we're good. But okay, so we've already covered the fact that what happens before. We've covered the fact that once you're in the situation, you have to be sure to cover all these different points. But then once you're in, once he's in, once I'm in, whatever, what takes it from average and regular to memorable? Because I understand and I agree that if you've done certain things, those things work and they will work and they'll get you to a certain point. But then once you reach that point and you're there, because what can happen is, and I don't know if y'all have ever experienced this, from point A to point B has been everything you needed to be. But point C, somewhere between B and C, a motherfucker dropped the ball. That happens.
Yeah.
So how do we avoid that, and what does that look like? What needs to be
different,
right?
Though every situation is so different.
But we're trying to, if you're talking to your son and you're trying to, son, trying to tell you, or your brother, because you can talk more freely with your brother than you can with your son.
Sometimes.
And sometimes.
Yeah.
And you're trying to say, hey, this is all that needs to happen, but you got to do this, this, and this. And when you reach this point, it has to go to the next level. Like once you've covered, A and B, and you're at the door.
Sometimes you cover A and B, and you get ready to go to C, and you need to make a U-turn and go back and do A and B one more time just for the splash.
That's too much.
No, you have never.
My black ass gonna be snoring.
Have you ever been in the act of petting and the kissing and all other kind of stuff? Somebody gave you head. Then you gave them head, and before you went to go put it in, they came back and gave you head again. That's the U-turn. Because
the U-turn could be dope.
I want to make sure that.
So what it boils down to is you have to build a fire so you can turn around and put it out.
Exactly. Like I want you to want it so bad, and that's the thing is making your partner want it. Like you. There's like if somebody said, "Hey man, we gonna use some drug dealer shit." you getting it, you with your chick, and they like, somebody beep them. I went back. Somebody call their cell.
That's it. Beep them.
Beep them, I said.
Same thing.
Call their cell and be like, I need you to bring me something. And they stop and go. You want to be whatever you are doing to be so good that they be like, that nigga gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
So sometimes that means you make a U-turn and do that thing again. Because you need them to want it more than they want anything in the world at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that makes stuff memorable. Like we sit here and I know like we all probably got 1,000 stories between us, but it's just like it's so many elements that come along with it. You know what I mean?
Right. I think that for me, sometimes the experience becomes more intent and more, I'm more engaged, excuse me, when, because we've grown from one plateau to another.
Exactly. That security and that knowing that you got me.
When you know your person.
Yes.
And you have this amazing connection outside of the bedroom. It makes that connection behind closed doors something totally different.
Yes.
You know, so it's...
Because I'm sorry, go ahead, sis. The last thing you want to do is feel like in your body, in your mind, you in the act, whatever, and you like, I really want to do this thing.